especially, and the market as well.
Well, it's been a fantastic start to the US earnings season by Alcoa, absolutely blowing estimates out of the water, and that does bode well for Alumina through the joint venture, the AWAC joint venture, which Alumina has a 40% equity stake in. So if we have a look at the actual result, it was boosted by aerospace as well as automobile demand. In fact, we did see forecasts for growth from that aerospace sector rise by 3% to 13 to 14%, and some strong forecasts coming through for the automobile sector this year as well. In fact, if we have a look at what Alcoa is forecasting for 2012, they are forecasting a supply deficit in terms of aluminium, and they are expecting demand growth of 7%. That's on top of the 10% growth seen last year. So Alcoa, while during the US New York session the stock was down by 3%, the stock has soared after hours. We're currently seeing it up by 5.3% after hours, and Alumina has just hit the boards in Australia. We're seeing that stock up by 2.1%, so bucking that overall softness that we're expecting to see in the market today. A very good result coming through Alcoa, kicking off the US earnings season, and that's flowing through for Alumina today.
Resource stocks generally then, they potentially could come under a bit of pressure today, those weaker commodity prices overnight, but some gold plays may find a bit of a support.
Fortunately, we did see our big miners losing ground in both London as well as in New York. In fact, in London, we saw some really brutal losses. BHP down by a massive 4%, and we saw Rio Tinto losing about 4.5%. Of course, the important technical level for BHP that we've been watching is $34. This has been a floor for BHP shares over the last 8 to 9 months. And if we have a look at BHP today, unfortunately, we have opened below that mark. If we don't see BHP rising back above $34 over the next couple of sessions, we could see some strong technical selling coming through for the stock. So we are seeing BHP opening down by 1.5%. Of course, what's going to be very much in focus, the safe haven assets. We did see safe haven assets gaining last night. In fact, if we have a look at gold prices, they were up by 1%. And in terms of safe haven currencies, we saw the Japanese yen and the US dollar very much in focus. So those gold miners, unfortunately, the correlation between the gold miners and stock performance with the gold price has not been very strong of late. So while we have seen the gold price rise by 1%, we probably won't see all of that flowing through to our gold miners if past experience is any guide. But today, the Australian market, some very important technical levels to be watching. The 50-day moving average is at 4,269 points. We're just sitting above that at the moment. Unfortunately, BHP Billiton has already broken below $34. And if we have a look at the 200-day moving average, that's not too far away either at 4,238 points. So we will be watching those technical levels. But unfortunately, if I give you a guide to what the Australian market is going to look like today, we have a look at the market map. Anything rising is in green, but you can see that it is red across the board. It looks like almost all sectors will be trading lower today.